All right, so here it is, Friday, October 25th, 2024, and we are running NASDAQ. After the stream closed down, I took NASDAQ. I took a couple of short here. Turned out to be a pretty decent play using an evaluation. So here I took two, put my stops up. I figured, well, let's see if we can get down to the 50% and the 61.8. I only need about $1,500 or so, $1,700 more dollars on this evaluation to pass it. This is the same evaluation that yesterday I was down $2,200 on. I only had about another $100 in the drawdown. I ended the day plus $200, I think. And then today, let's see how it turns out. Any rate, I took those two short, and I'll move the video up a little bit here. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so we get down below. And the way I play my Fibonacci retracements, I took it from the market open at 9:30 to the high, and so this is the fibs that it gave me. So if we close a 5-minute candle below the 38.2, then there's a high probability we get to the 50%. If we close if we close it at below the 50%, then there's a high probability we go to the 61, 78.6, or whatever. Well, up until about 6 to 9 months ago, this was my play, and but something happened, something changed in the market. It no longer does that. So when we closed down below this 38.2, we actually went back above the 23.6, which is a no-no for me. So it's usually a no good trade. At any rate, it is what it is. I was going to play it anyway and said, well, let's see if we can get down to the 61.8, 78.6. Anyway, it's an evaluation that I only need about 1,700 more on. And so I'll push it along here. There we go. So you start to make the move down. And then I realize, oh, at $500, I might as well go ahead and lock in I think I locked $490 in, thinking that, well, I don't know when it's going to, it could bounce any time, so might as well just take the close to $500. That's what I was trying for. And then I'll just go to break even, and we'll see how it plays out. Here I thought that, well, if we come back up to the 38.2, I'll take another one short right there. I'll let it play out a little more. It did not come back up and get me. It continued on down. We went past the 50% and ended up a little bounce on VWAP. I switched over to a 5-minute chart because now I want to just verify that my thinking is correct. And so we closed below the 38.2, and now we're pushing down towards the 50. And then my thought is, well, if we can close this candle below the 50, then we should come down to the 61.8. So this is where I start to just lock in some profit. Here we go. So okay, we bounced at VWAP. I just said, well, let me just keep on trailing my stop there. We closed, I think we closed below it. Yeah, so we closed below it. So I put that line there, said, well, we could come up and retest that, and but I don't think we did. I think we just kept on crashing down. So when I get to 1,000, whenever I get to 1,000, I always start thinking, let me lock in 1,000, right? But then I realized, well, I just need 1,200 to pass this, so somewhere to that effect. And I thought, well, let me go down to the 61.8. We start to come there, then I'll probably just close it out. So we'll get a little closer. We start to move down, break through the 61.8. And I thought, ooh, better grab my stop, bring it on down. I wanted to lock in that 1,200, and bam. So ended up passing that evaluation that yesterday was only $100 left over. So that was pretty happy for me. In the meantime, I was also playing my PAs on this drop down and picked up another $400 or $500 on each PA. Ended up with $1,200 on one and $1,300 on the other to finish the day quite green. And quite happy about it. So overall, it was a good day. So Shout out to Michael who let me know about making too much money, because then I got a consistency rule. But the consistency rule, you know, you just got it means I'll just have to make more money over the next couple weeks in order to get that payout and get it in consistency. So it can be done. But anyway, it was a good time to stop and just go ahead and say, it was a good week. Let's go ahead and just wrap it up. So thank you again. I'm going to be around next week, Monday through Friday, trading at 10:15 a.m. MrFibsTrades. And I usually finish up around 1 p.m. or so, give or take. I like to think of it as a one and done. So my goal is always a one and done. And coming down here playing IB and so forth. So anyway, hope to see you guys there. Have a great weekend.